Hello beautiful creatures, welcome back to Of Crafts and Curios. I'm so sorry that I sound so sick. It's because I am. I am gonna keep talking to a minimalist video, but I really wanted to get this up for you guys because I've been sick for like 3 to 4 weeks at this point, and I just needed to sit down and get this video edited so that you guys could watch it. I picked up this new G3 Abbey doll a little while back, and I'm so excited to create a doll inspired by this beautiful moth, paper moth that I had from of Moth and Myth, I think is what they're called. I'll link them down below, and create a Abbey mother moth, moth goddess doll because the new Abbey body just is so goddess-like. I couldn't wait to create some kind of divine being with it. So this video is going to include a skin tone change using pan pastels. For the first little while I wasn't sure which head I was going to keep, whether I was going to use this G3 head or go for the original Abbey head. I do end up choosing the original Abbey head, but I do go through a color change for both of them, so you might see my G3 Abbey head shop somewhere else sometime soon. Okay, so you get the gist, moth goddess, mother moth kind of vibes, and I'm gonna stop talking now because my voice and my nose is so blocked. If you have seen me do a color change on a body before here on the channel, you know I am an acrylic paint kind of girly, but I did pick up some pan pastels super cheap from Hobbyland, so I wanted to give them a go with this Abbey doll. A little color theory goes into color changing when it comes to changing a doll color's body. I am using a kind of more orange based color to cancel out the blue tones like you would if you were covering your dark circles under your eyes when you do your makeup. And then I'm going to use a pinker kind of base to cancel out any green tones that form from the blue and the yellow undertone and orange, and then I'm going to use a really beige neutral to balance out the skin tone. Moving on to hair, I'm using my favorite hair, Custom Doll Hair AU. I'm using their pre-braided nylon to give this doll some cool textured hair. I'll also be incorporating some yarn and kind of fuzzy kind of textures to add some textural difference and some color tones so that she's not just all one level of beige. As for her face up, I'm using the colors in the moth wings that I intend to attach to her as my color palette, so browns, beiges, warm golden kind of tones, kind of muted and antique-y kind of grays, things like that. Because I did do her skin tone change prior to doing her reroute, there is a few cracks and creases in that skin tone change, which do show up mostly around her lips. So those are going to be present. I thought about redoing it, but honestly, we're all a little quirky and different, and I think imperfections in dolls are important, so I did keep those in, and you will see those become a little more obvious when I do color her lips. As for hairstyling, I'm gonna go ahead and give her some little buns, kind of like little moth antennas on her head, you know. So I am gonna go ahead and twist those around and fix them with a small elastic. Moving on to her outfit, I'm taking inspiration from the really singular body form of a moth, and so I'm not going to be using a pattern, rather I'm going to be using just 2 rectangles of fabric, and I'm going to lace them up like a corset using some brown ribbon. Now, sliding her into her little dress is a little more difficult than the G1 dolls, as this Abbey doll has some beautiful hyper feminine curves, but the lace up the side makes it really easy and adjustable, so definitely easy way to make a little simple dress. And although I like the square neck, I am going to go and add a little bit of shaping to the bust line just to add some sort of interesting detail to this basic dress. I said I wasn't going to talk lots in this video, but I do end up using a technique that might require description. So if you do want to see how I use tea to dye fabrics, let me know and I'll do a video on that when I'm not super sick. But I did use tea to kind of add an ombre to the fabric and kind of look like it had been roughed up or made dirty along the bottom from walking through the forest. Now back to this beautiful moth that I've been using as inspiration. I am going to go ahead and attach these as if a set of fairy wings onto the back of my Abbey doll so that she has a beautiful set of mother moth wings. And to give her more of that majestic mother moth energy, I'm going to take some really micro mini moths from Moth and Myth and attach them all over her dress and her head and everywhere that I think seems fit. And then the final step is to go ahead and paint her claws. This Abbey doll has some really fierce nails, so I am going to paint them a matching brown color and go ahead and varnish her face and nails after that. And with that, my Mother Moth doll is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching and bearing with me and my sick voice and blocked nose. I really hope you enjoy the doll nonetheless, and I can't wait to get back here so soon when I'm not so sick with so many more fun creations for you guys. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Check me out over on Instagram where I'm hosting a Drawtober Inktober challenge. And otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys back here so soon.